Hey guys, Shadow here, and that sun is so bright. Oh my lord. Just got off of work. Sorry for the piss poor. Screw it, we're gonna use AC. I'm the guy that never uses AC, and my girlfriend despises me for it. So if you're watching this, Bella, I'm still not sorry. Windows are better. But I'm trying to film, so. Excuse me. Gases went down. So, hi guys. I said I'd try and do vlogs. Excuse me. Jesus. I should have waited, apparently, because I'm really bad at this. I said I was going to try and do vlogs. And here we are. I don't know. I know I put some more in the series. I made a new little playlist for vlogs, just videos kind of like this, but I think this is my second actual vlog. Just had some stuff I wanted to go over real quick. Got a big hunt coming up, and hopefully I'll have a lot of my big stuff ready to go, and I might need to order some more batteries for my GoPro. It's an ugly truck. But got a few small nitty bitty things I can throw on here. Axe sharpening, what do they call it? Rehanging an axe. I don't know why it's called that. Putting a new handle in an axe. A new tent, I think. I might have shown it last year when I got it, but I doubt it. Little REI tent. Some tarp shelters, some stuff like that. Some new types of fishing. I've never river fished. Last year was my first time. I fly fished for all of a half hour, maybe an hour. And then this year I river fished for maybe an hour with spinners. I always lake fish and I always bait fish. So, some interesting stuff. And you can't really find that much information about different types of fishing. Everyone just assumes you were taught by your grandpa or your crazy uncle that likes to go deep sea fishing. Like, no one in my family has fly fished. My dad's had a pole. I'm the first one that's fly fished, really. No one really uses spinners. I learned from my sister's boyfriend. No one... I think my dad used to use, like, I think lures is what they're called, like the Rapalas, the mini fish-looking guys. I got a coworker, swears by them up and down, fishing Wyoming rivers. Maybe it's Montana rivers. Either way. So, I always do a worm or marshmallows or hot dog slices, throw a ton of sinkers on there, and sling that puppy out into a lake or pond or whatnot. I've done some bottom fishing, cat fishing. That's pretty fun. And I've done some low tide fishing, but never all these other varieties. Anyways, I'm getting way off topic. I got a lot of stuff that we're going to go over, and then I've got two things, and I'll start with the crappy one, and then I'll get to the good one here. So recently, and I watch all sorts of YouTubers, bushcraft, survival, camping, preparedness, news. I watch all sorts of stuff, stay in the loop of a lot of things. And I used to watch this guy, then I stopped, then I used to, then I stopped, then I used to. TA Outdoors. Now, if I can, I will attempt to link to his channel below. Guys, he is amazing, okay? There's no way he'll ever see this. Excuse me. That's disgusting. I apologize. There's no way he'll ever see this. I'm just a kid from Utah. Very, very small channel, and he's got a pretty dang successful channel from the United Kingdom. And if he ever does watch this, don't take this the wrong way, but my opinion on the Brits, I really don't have one. Standard American procedure, though, I have to act pissed off whenever someone from Britain opens their mouth. England, Britain, I don't know the proper way to word that. But guys, he is amazing. I mean, he does incredible bushcraft shelters. And the way I found him is I bought a tarp for hammocking. And I just looked up how to tie tarp shelters. Again, you have to look at his stuff. It is incredible. He teaches you how to make these incredibly complex yet easy tarp shelters. He's got like bushcraft camps. He teaches you bushcraft tips. I mean, besides the fact that over the pond, they don't have firearms, he's got a pretty good, he's got a pretty good channel, like what I'd like to get mine to. So I'll attempt to link it down below if I remember. I'm really bad about that stuff. And yeah. That wasn't what I was going to say, was it? Dang it, guys. You let me get off topic again. What the heck's wrong with you? This is my bad news of the day. Or stop being a-hole news of the day. Stonewall. I could have made it, but it's a Chevy, so I don't know if it'll explode or actually work. Commenting on people's posts. Water off a duck's back. Alright. I posted something. That's how I got on that tarp subject. I had been watching them all day, you know, just refreshing my knowledge on this stuff. And it dawned on me, I'm part of a ton of prepper groups on Facebook, you know, bug out groups, preparedness, survivalist, bug-in groups, home gardening. I mean, you name it, I've probably got my finger in that pie. But I put a post on there, hey guys, you made, and this was for a bug-out group, so people that always are fantasizing about grabbing a backpack that weighs 200 pounds, taking off to the woods with their dogs and an AR, and then you don't see them again, ever. They disappear. I don't delude myself with that, first off, but I just put on there, hey guys, you should go watch this guy's channel. I'm no way affiliated with him. The only promotion I'm doing is that I enjoy his content. Go check him out. That's all I said. You know, he does great tarp shelters. And one dude, I kid you not, posted spin up for 2 minutes. I don't use tarps. Now, I know I should have kept my trap shut. I should have just ignored him. But I replied, as I always try to, politely, and I said, well, I'm not trying to start a fight. Curiosity's sake, why don't you know how to turn, buddy? Yeah, you got a big truck and an even smaller brain. Part 1 of Dakota's Road Rage activating now. I just asked, why don't you like tarps? Like, why would you even bother to comment on my post unless you had something constructive about it? I've been all over the world, to the subarctic, to the extreme north, to deserts in Afghan, to the jungles of the Amazon, to the mountains of Tibet. I kid you not, this dude's post, his comment back to me, filled up my phone screen twice. And he's like, you don't always have trees, and sometimes a tarp isn't a good shelter. I'm just letting people know that tarps aren't good. Okay, well, before I even started watching this guy, I could make tarp shelters that didn't need trees. I've made tarp shelters in the desert where there's barely sagebrush. I mean, so this guy was just going off on a little power trip about how much of a great guy he is, and the best survivalist, blah, blah, blah. And I don't delude myself into thinking that, but if some of you guys want to compliment me, go for it. But you gotta let that stuff just kind of flow off your back. I engage because I'm trying to get engagement. I really shouldn't engage. But there's always going to be someone who, just because you say, I like pink, they're going to say, well, why don't you like purple? okay? Nothing is good enough for him. There's no way you can always please everyone. And that's just the unfortunate side effect of us having such a large world, a large population. You know, it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a town to hate one man, I think is a quote I heard not that long ago. Or a town to save one man. I don't know. Pretty much the more people there are, the more problems you get. So just let that stuff flow off your back, guys. And I'm genuinely saying that like it hasn't affected me in a poor way. I'm not feeling upset about it. I'm feeling a little like, why even bother to comment? But there's always going to be a troll online, you know, and it was made for trolls. It genuinely doesn't bother me. If anything, it just makes me kind of... There was a harsh bump in the road. Someone broke that piece of road out. It's a little depressing, but it's not depressing for me. I'm more depressed for other people. Next thing, and this is... I'm excited for this. I spent almost an hour today doing this, and it's probably only going to equal maybe 5 minutes of footage, and I'm so excited if I can get it all edited right. A buddy from work, about a year ago, maybe a little more than a year, he was moving out of his house. And he had a lot of junk. I mean, as you do when you've been living out in farm country for 8 years, I think he said. You know, I live on a farm. I'm all for farmers driving on the road, and I don't mind taking my sweet time. But this old man is swinging lane to lane to lane. Yeah, I'm aware there's a truck there. That's why I didn't go around you. But why are you... Dude, this has got to be the worst driver I've ever seen. Okay, he pulled off. He was swinging lane to lane to lane to lane and not holding a straight line for crap. And those that have driven a tractor and say, well, you can't hold a straight line. Well, you're full of crap, because I've driven a lot of tractors. Not a lot, as in hundreds, but probably a good dozen, 2 dozen. And you can hold a straight line, at least straighter than what this guy was doing. Anyways, he lived on this house for like 8 years, I think. And he called me. He's like, hey, I don't want to move all this stuff. Come and take whatever you want. So he ended up giving me a snowmobile, which I still have to get. I've made a few TikToks about it, but I haven't made any YouTube videos about it. Ended up giving me a snowmobile, some old yard art. Oh, shoot, I hope I have my keys for the house. It just dawned on me. It's gonna suck if I don't. Some old yard art, a ton of miscellaneous, mini T-posts, ratchet straps, an old truck shell. I mean, all sorts of random stuff. Big old military metal cases that I use as toolboxes now. I mean, a ton of stuff. I'm very grateful. I really owe the guy, and every time I buy him lunch or whatever, I want to say a bad word. The dude keeps paying me back, and I feel bad because I owe him probably $4,000, but he won't take a penny. Awesome dude. But he had this old axe, and I think he said it was on the property from when he moved in. I mean, it was this old axe, rusted to hell. The handle dry rotted out of the head, double bit axe. And I was like, you want that? He's like, no, take it. So it's been sitting for over a year. Well, finally, we got back from a camping trip. I'll try and finish this up real quick here. I keep rambling. We came back from a camping trip recently. I went out, sharpened all the axes, sharpened the hatchet. It's like, I'm gonna finally put this axe together. So a little while ago, went and got a handle. I gotta sand it down again. burn it and then oil it. The way it looks right now is gorgeous, but I just got to do it a little bit better. But today I took this rusted axe head, and it's old. I couldn't tell you how old, but it's probably older than I am. Holy crap, it is gorgeous now. I need to do some final touches, but I have to kind of wait until it's on the handle. But guys, if I can figure out how to edit this video, it is going to be badass. You know those videos you always see where like he buys an old candy machine and he restores it and he repaints it, and it's just, I'm so happy that this turned out like it did. It is incredible. And the problem was I kept forgetting to take pictures and videos because I was getting so excited rebuilding it and, well, refinishing it. So I got like, I'd take a picture at the beginning and then I'd get like 2 processes ahead, and it's like, oh, I'm not showing my work, teacher. I don't know. I'm just really excited. I'm really hoping I can get it edited enough to do it justice. And I think it looks pretty cool. I might do something that'll make people ask what the hell's wrong with you. But if it works, guys, if it works, this is going to be awesome. Anyways, didn't mean to cover the camera there. Anyways, I am home right here. I got to get ready. People parking in my spots again. What the crap? I have got to get some different boots thrown on. These work boots are killing my legs. And, oh, thank goodness someone's home that might have keys. Gotta get these boots off, get my other boots on, and then I got my second job. And to think I got 2 hours of sleep this morning. And I didn't get home soon enough to take a nap, so it's gonna be a long, long night. But I'm so excited, guys. I'll see you next time.